Hey kiddos, Miss Mish here. So, for today's activity, we are solving equations part 2. First, we are going to go through some Edpuzzle slides, and then the rest will be today's activity. So, before we begin with math, let's pause for a quick learning moment. Black Lives Matter is an international human rights movement originating from the African American community. The campaign started in 2013, following the release of George Zimmerman in the fatal shooting of Trayvon Martin. It is founded and run by 3 women, Alicia Garza, Patrisse Cullors, and Opal Tometi. The Black Lives Matter movement campaigns against violence and systematic racism towards Black people. So here's a little bit of a background. Here are the 3 women that run the organization. In your slides, you are going to do a follow-up question on what is systematic racism. So you will do that on your own. Now let's get to the math. Remember 5 steps to 0 last week? Now let's go backwards. So here is the problem. We're now starting at 0 at the end over here. They gave us the original steps located at the top. Now we want to go backwards. So if my original thing was -7, backwards is the opposite. So what is the opposite of -7? It is +7. So for this, it says divide 5. So what's the opposite of divide 5? It is to multiply by 5. Here we have an operation of -8. What is the opposite? +8. Again, divide 2. So the opposite is times 2. And here we have +3. And the opposite of plus is -3. All right, so let's figure out what this is now. So I have 0 plus 7. So I'm going to go backwards. So what I'm doing are these two. 0 plus 7, that gets me the number 7. Now I do this yellow and the green together. So 7 times 5, that gets me 35. 35 plus 8, that gets me 43. 43 multiplied by 2, that is 86. 86 minus 3, that gets me 83. So the original number of the game was 83. All right, now we're going to do a warm-up, and it is another game. It is a competition. So the goal is to fill out the blank spaces with the dice and solve. After we solve, the winner is the person with the smallest number. All right, so the smallest number for X. So Miss Sangari did hers. Let's watch and listen.
Hey kiddos, so today it's me versus Miss Mish. We're going to roll the dice, solve an equation, and see who gets the smallest number. So I'm going to go ahead and go first. I'm going to roll the dice to fill in the equation. So click here. All right, we want a 6-sided dice, and I'm going to roll. All right, I got a 4. Let me go fill that in. I got a 4. And 1. And what's my last one going to be? 2. Nice. Awesome. Okay, so let's set this up. We're using our solving square. I have 4x minus 1 on the left, and I have equals 2 on the right. No distribution, no multiplication, and let's label our solving square. Remember, we have variables and numbers. Alrighty, so under my variables, all I see is 4x. But for my numbers, I have the 2 that was already on this side. And then I have this -1, but it's going to cross the line, so it's going to be +1. Combine like terms, I have 4x here. There's nothing else. On the right side, I have 2 plus 1, and that gives me 3. And then remember, we're dividing by the number in front of x. So I have to divide by 4, divide by 4, and I get x equals, handy dandy little calculator, 3 divided by 4 is 0.75. All right, stay tuned to see what Miss Mish's number is. Hey, kiddos.
All right, so Miss Singari solved. Now it is our job to also solve. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. Let me pause while I roll my dice. All right, again, we have a 6-sided dice. Oh, I only needed 1. And I'm going to roll 3 times. So I got a 4. Whoa, weird. Same as Miss Singari. I got a 4 again. And then one more time, 5. All right, I'm going to go ahead and solve. All right, what did you get for my equation? I got x equals 2.25. Oh, man. Our goal was to get the smallest number. Who has the smallest number? Miss Singari, 0.75, or Miss Mish, 2.275? Darn, Miss Singari beat me. The reason why she beat me is because 0.75 is smaller than 2.25. All right, guys, it is up to you now. Your instructions are on slide 5, and that is where you're going to begin today's lesson. Good luck.